What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come on, you guys. Well, we're on a market watch today. There is a lot of things happening within the market, and I don't think people realize it. Like, we're getting ready for a new set already, and people are already starting to buy out cards slowly, and nobody's talking about this. I have not seen no one bring this up. I'll show you in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like button, subscribe button, and comment down below. And let me know if you have any of these cards, because you're going to need them. And if you don't have them, well, you might want to start looking at, or trading or moving forward towards these cards. But before we begin with that, a couple of things. One, TCG Player. Nobody reads your stupid articles. I'm sorry. I like TCG Player a lot. I really do. I love what they're doing with the website, except the fact that when I hit refresh and I look at Brothers of Legends or whatever set, you have some dumb article, and I click on the article. Let's go click on it, and it's nobody cares. Like, please don't do that. Take this dumb banner and put it all the way down bottom. Oh, you already have one. You already have one down here. You decided to double up on me. Okay, once again, nobody reads your articles. Please remove this. This is a terrible feature. As I click on cards, sometimes I accidentally click on your article, and I just don't care. Maybe I'm alone in this. Let me know in the comments down below if you're in with me. Okay, looking at Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, this card over here is tanking in value. Why? Because it came out too late. Had Red Eyes Dark Dragoon came out 6 months earlier, this card would have been easily $750 minimal. Looking at Red Eyes Dark Dragoon right now, the card price point is roughly around $480. How do you have two moderately played one already? What's going on with you? Like, what do you do with your cardboard? $480 for Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. The value of this card will continue to tank more than likely, as you players are preferring to play Phoenix Enforcer. Now, I like this card. I want to get myself one of these cards. I think this card looks really cool as a Starlight. The problem is, once again, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot when you made this card, and then you made Phoenix Enforcer like right afterwards. So that's why I'm not a big fan of this card. All right, moving forward. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon, is taking in value. It's not Utopia, and look at this line. It is falling down in value. The card price point is roughly around $110 right now. If you want to get other cards in the set like Forbidden Droplet, don't worry about it. It's short printed. This card's $100 for Forbidden Droplet. Of course it's short printed. It's not a core set. Subsets get jacked the hell up because Konami's still going to get you. You want your playset droplets? $300, please, plus tax. You also got Magician Souls for $50. You know what? Not bad. This card used to be well over $100, and the cigarette looks nice. And $50 is still a lot of money, but nowhere near as crazy. Looking at Evil Hero Just a Go, it's roughly around $20, as well as Evil Hero Malicious Bane. Cool. That's cool. No, for real, that's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Nibiru, the Primal Being, is roughly around $12. I feel like once Brother Legends is sold out or really hard to get, I do feel like Nibiru, the Primal Being's price will go back up. Right now, it's kind of down because it's easy to get this card. I do feel like there's a good chance the card might jack up. Allure of Darkness is definitely my pick of this set. If you don't have Allure of Darkness, grab this as fast as possible. It is $2 for an Allure of Darkness. I promise you. If you don't have ultis, you probably have commons. This is not a bad price point. Once again, this card will be jacked up. Probably going to go hit like $5 eventually. Minimal after Brothers of Legends gets harder to find. Get this card as fast as possible. All right. Flood the Breeze is definitely a deck card I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players might want to pick up on. If you have one card I'll mention in this video, you're definitely going to want to pick up on Fluander Breeze, or Flunders as I call them. The price was kind of stable. The deck's not bad of a deck. I would say tier 1.5. I think anyone saying this deck is tier 1 is kind of out there. This deck cannot compete on the same level as Birds and what's that deck called? Birds and I'm really bad with deck names now. The new deck names. Whatever the hell it is. It's not as bad as two of the meta decks in the game, but it's not terrible to be considered tier 2. I think Flunderies is definitely 1.5 and fits very comfortable in there. Okay, now it's annoying me. What is that deck called again? I actually just bought the deck card and I forgot already what it is called. Sword Souls. Okay, sure. Here is the card you should be buying. Look at the charts of this card. This card is screaming to you, buy me. Now, a little bit of Justice Despy is a card which currently has a market price of roughly around $45. But this card is going to be going up a lot more in value. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players don't understand the fact that the next set is pushing all this stuff. Like, The meta of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to evolve to the point where you need to get this as fast as possible. I immediately snapped up my Lubers. I basically bought all the Despia stuff. I bought anything Fusions, because I'm a big fan of Shaddolls. And looking at Luber Justice Despia, this is definitely a card everyone's going to be buying out relatively soon. And desperately needing a reprint. People are going to be crying for it, but they don't know they're going to be crying for it. Look at the price point. I'm telling you, it's going to be going up higher. Cards like Albion, the Branded Dragon, which came out of Lightning Overdrive as an ultra rare, yeah. This card over here is pretty much sold out. This is all that stuff in the market. You got, hold on a second, let's hit the refresh price. This one's probably sold out, right? No, okay. You got one over here for $6, a play set for $6, and then the price point's going to be roughly around $20. Now, I already have my play set. If you're watching this video, you want to snap grab this because the price point will be hitting $20. It's going to be used in the new brand stuff. Look at this chart. It's crazy. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players don't realize the fact that Albion, Iluber, this is going to be on tier 1 relatively soon, if we get the cards, I should really say. Konami's been really bad at releasing OCG stuff. We see it, it becomes their tier 1 meta, and we're like, here it comes. And by the time that stuff really gets to us, it's like tier 8, because it's so terrible, because the balance has butchered things, or the meta's changed so crazily, these cards are just not playable. But in the OCG right now, with the release of that structure deck, Branded or Despia or whatever you want to call it, Albaz, that deck is tier 1, and they have Max C, and that deck still plays as a tier 1 deck. So just realize the brokenness of that deck, and just understand the fact that if we get those cards here in the TCG, if we get those cards like Albion, cards like Alibur are going to be money cards. Archnemesis Pros is actually starting to calm down the market, as you can see over here. This card has a price point roughly around $25 at peak. It's now down to roughly around $12. Moving forward, looking at Dasher, I mean, Dasher still makes no sense to me. I'll be honest with you. Now, obviously, people want Dasher. You're going to have to pay $18 for a common Konami reprint. Where is it? And if you want to get Ultimate Rare Dasher, for anyone who wants to know, obviously, you're going to go first edition. You're not a pleb. You're going to go ahead and just mark that up, and you're going to pay $230. Now, you might go, V, $230 for a Dasher is a lot of money. Sure, $17 for a common is also a lot of money, I would argue. Why not buy the one that has value? Now, will it maintain $230? Probably not. But nevertheless, having the Ultimate Rare First Edition version looks way better than a common that you foolishly paid $18 for. Alright, Salamangreat Almirage is a phenomenal example of why reprints work in this game, and why I'm a big fan of reprints. Even though I like the Max Rarity version, reprints do work. If you want to get the Maximum Gold Eldorado Rare, it's 69 cents. If you want to get the Ultra Rare Dual Overload, it's $1. And if you want to get the original version, which is the highest rarity, it's $10. Reprints work. Konami, get to work on doing these reprints. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players can definitely use them, and we have a lot of cards that I've reprinted. You know, like Forbidden Droplet. Not as a secret rare, short print. I'm thinking more like, hey, what about an ultra rare? What about a regular rare Forbidden Droplet? That's great. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players will have access to these cards, and that's kind of the goal. I understand Konami wants to maintain cards having a high value for a while, but Droplet's been out for quite a while, as well as many other cards. So, the Fan Night Silent Boots, by the way, speaking of cards that have been out for a while, no, I'm joking. The Fan Night Silent Boots actually has a bunch of other rarities. As you can see over here, recently getting a rare and maximum gold Eldorado. But for those who want the highest rarity version of this card, you're looking to pay anywhere about roughly around $19 for a secret version of Silent Boots. Once again, you can get it as low as 24 cents. And listen, Ancient Cloak kind of got the same as well. It has a bunch of reprintings, 23 cents, and the highest rarity version of Ancient Cloak, obviously being that prismatic secret rare version, is roughly around $12. So, rarity reprints always work. That's why I'm a huge advocate for having a high rarity. I like high rarity, but I'm not going to be blind enough to say you have to buy high rarity. That's not fair to those who don't have big wallets. Don't let this game be a game of lords. Let this game be a game for all players, of all price points. There's players out there perfectly happy playing a common version of a deck, just as long as they can play that deck, and that's kind of important. And I'm not saying to do it to every card, but we have a ton of cards in this game that desperately need the kind of reprint treatment we saw with Ancient Cloak and, of course, Silent Boots. Ring Dragon and Raw Spear Mode, obviously, is kind of up there right now because of Sword Soul. Sword Soul ends on 3 incredibly amazing cards, and I think this card definitely has a lot more value in the future. I think this card's going to be going up higher in the future, and the reason why I say it is if we get that branded structure deck, people are going to be doing the same exact thing. You're going to be needing this card, so keep an eye out for Ring Dragon and Raw Spirit mode. This card's not going down anytime soon. I do think this card will be going up higher in the future. People are starting to side deck already, and more than likely they're going to continue to side deck it if we get the new card support in the future sets. All right, Sage with Eyes of Blue is crazy. This card's been out for a while, obviously, and a lot of you players that pull this card more than likely throw it in their dollar binder. It's not a dollar card. It says Blue Eyes on it, or kind of Blue Eyes. It's going to be worth money. Obviously, if you have the Battle's Legends Revenge Prismatic Secret Rare, you're looking to pay roughly around $8. The lowest version is $5 in Legendary Duel Season 2 as an Ultra Rare. Keep your eye out for this card. Sky Skirts Norealis might be used in, well, I will call it the new deck, I guess. A new branded deck, we'll call it. Even though it's a mixture of a bunch of stuff, we'll say branded. I know some of you might go, well, V, 4 on the Alabas, same thing. Okay, sure. All right. This card might be a tech choice in it. Now, if you want to prepare for it, no big deal. There's other players who are preparing for with a lot of other cards. Sky Scourge Norealis. This card over here, and I know it's like, no V, it's Nor, Lay, Ross. All right, whatever, who cares? Care about names? Shut up. I'll delete your comment. Sky Scourge Norealis Ultimate Rare. Add a Force of the Breaker. Little fun fact about Force of the Breaker. This set is old as dust. This set is as old as the Yu-Gi-Oh players currently holding the cards in this set. How crazy is that? It debuted Crystal Beast, Heart Beast, a lot of Heart Beast support, including Heart Beast Queen, I should really say, as well as Great Keeper's Commandant, the kind of field spell searches, all this cool stuff. It's a really good set, actually. But when it came out, we weren't like excited about it. It had a couple of nifty cards. Anyway, Sky Scourge Norealis, if you want a first edition version of this card, it's roughly around $40 for the Ultimate Rare. If you want to buy the less Ultimate Rare, the Super Rare version of this card, no big deal. That one's going to run you roughly around $3.50. With shipping, probably about $4 to $5 for a Super Rare version of Sky Scourge Norealis. Now, let me just say this card's only a one-of. You don't need to buy 3. And it might be a tech choice if it was to be a tech choice. We don't really know if it's going to happen or not. But if you want to get one right now, nobody's looking at it. It's a good pickup. Then we have Gospel Third Eye. This comes out of Tournament Pack 1. This card might see play. I actually own one of these cards. I was kind of shocked to see the fact that this card's price point for a rare is $55. Now, once again, that's from a rare, but it's also a rare from TP Pack 1. So it's a really, 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 really old rare. If anyone wants to know how this card looks like, it's this right here. Okay, she's doing like, boom, let's go. And listen, there's other versions. They're like 50 cents. They're all commons. This card doesn't need a reprint as well. It'd be kind of cool if this card was going to reprint. Good artwork, actually. But yeah, if you have a rare version of Gospel Third Eye, congratulations. You have a $55 rare. All right. Looking at Rise of the Mega Monarch, this is the card that I was saying earlier in the video that you're going to need. If you have this card, you can play Thunder Breeze. If you don't have this card, don't play Thunder Breeze. Like, there's no reason to play Thunder Breeze. This card right here, 2015 Mega Pack, by the way, is about $50. And you want the original print version of Riser coming out of Duelist Alliance, this card's going to run you anywhere from $50, $55, actually $58 from a verifiable seller. Rise of the Mega Monarch is definitely a card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players obviously don't have. Not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players who have been around with Duelist Alliance. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are starting to come in this game, and they just don't have this card. And don't get me wrong, Thunder Breeze looks like a really good deck, but unless you have it or you want to spend the kind of money on this card, it's really not worth buying it. It's kind of upsetting because, once again, Thunder Breeze looks like a really good deck, you know. I think the deck definitely has viability. It's 1.5, like I said. If you say it's tier 1, just know that you're wrong. It's 1.5. You say it's tier 2, you're just as wrong as a tier 1 guy. It's perfectly in the middle. And this is a great example of a tier 1.5 deck, which is Thunders. Now, looking at Resident Mega Monarch, like I said, this card needs a reprint. More than likely, it won't get a reprint. Hopefully, it does. Hopefully, see it as a reprint in the OTS pack, as a common even. But we have to see what's going on with that. Listen, I really appreciate everybody watching my videos. I know I talk really fast. I've been running around all throughout today doing a bunch of things, and I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, it's simple. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below. It's your boy V, and YGOPaisanos. YGOPaisanos, have a great day.